Buongiorno from the north of Italy. Well, at a rest stop to be precise. We have a massive road trip ahead of us today. 6-hour drive to the south of Italy, the capital, Rome, for stage 21 of the Giro d'Italia to find out how impressive this 3-week odyssey was by Tadej Pogacar and talk about the Tour de France, which is starting June 29th here in Italy in Florence, because remember, Tadej Pogacar wants to go for the double. We have made it to Rome, or well, the outskirts of Rome, for the start of stage 21 after a 5.5 hour, 6-hour journey from the far north of Italy. And it's here today where Tadej Pogacar begins the last day of his journey, of his odyssey all around Italy. And he's dominated all the way around this country, winning 6 stages, 5 of those in the pink jersey. The Centuera d'Europa stage, stage 2, where he earned the pink jersey, the massive Perugia time trial, knocking off Filippo Ganna at the last minute to win the stage, and of course that 6th one yesterday, the Monte Grappa stage. The guy has this Giro d'Italia in the bag, nearly a 10-minute lead over his next competitor, Danny Martinez.
I mean, it looks like Tadej was kicking everybody's heads in for 3 weeks, and I was looking at the GC. I mean, he's nearly 10 minutes ahead of Danny Martinez as we start the final stage.
Yeah, it's just incredible. Like, he's been doing that for a few years now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think congrats to him. He was on a whole nother level from the other guys, and it's crazy to see, but hard to imagine. But for sure, it's special for him.
His persona and his personality as a person and as a bloke, and how he is in the peloton. I think everyone's quite happy to see him winning, so I think that's also the pleasing thing, that he almost takes the whole crowd in the peloton with him.
We're living history. You know, some people complain that maybe it's a bit predictive, but you know, I'm not sure they were saying the same when Merckx was achieving similar results. And I think, you know, we need to sit back and appreciate that such a phenomenal performances that Tadej's doing, and yeah, it's amazing.
Are you ever climbing close to him, and what do you see when you're right beside him, shoulder to shoulder?
I mean, you just know that you're suffering, and he looks like he's going easy, so I think most of the peloton would say the same thing as me, and yeah, I think when you're at this level, it's almost a different sport for him to play.
So yesterday I found myself in the breakaway, started the first climb on my own tempo, and I was waiting before the bunch caught me, and I have to say it was really impressive to see the speed they had on the climb when they were going up. I think Tadej is really another level than the others. It's impressive how he wins the GC, wins 6 stages.
Do you think the Tour de France is something else when he faces off with Remco, Jonas, and Primož?
Yeah, I think obviously those are the kind of other biggest GC names in the sport. You know, I think the other GC guys that were here too are also at that same level, and I think if he performs like this at the Tour, or even if he takes a bit of a step up, then it's going to take some really bad luck for him not to win.
Yeah, I mean, with this guy, he's obviously an extreme talent and on some really good shape, and I think he will come out of this race in a good enough shape to then back up in front.
I think he is in another stratosphere, and I think the only guy who's with him there is Vingegaard. Whether he'll be at his best for the Tour, I don't know. But it's like last year, Tadej got injured earlier in the season, and he still went. Yeah, for me, those two guys are in a category of their own. But yeah, I definitely think Tadej has a very good shot, if not the best chance of winning the Tour de France this year.
It's always hard to compare, the best Froome with the best Pog, but I think Pog is one of a kind, really. I think he's best for a long time. But the other guys in the Tour, I think, yeah, he's another level, really. I think only Jonas can really, no disrespect to anyone else, but I think those two are slightly higher level, but at the same time it's sport and it's cycling and anything can happen.
Yeah, I think it was a good 3 weeks in general. I finishing this Giro like I dreamt about, and yeah, so far it's really good preparation for the Tour as well. So finish today, big ceremony in Rome for sure after the finish, and then recover, restart preparing.
Just a little bit on Tadej Pogacar's Paul Mars, twice winner of the Tour de France in 2020 and 2021. He's won Liège-Bastogne-Liège twice, Strade Bianche with an 81-kilometer attack earlier this spring. He's made history here in the Giro d'Italia, and it's been like Garibaldi uniting Italy, or like an emperor coming into Rome, which is what he's going to be doing today in this final stage. Now the riders are about ready to take off. Tadej's conquered Italy, conquered his most famous bike race, the Giro d'Italia. But in 2 months' time, what will happen at the Tour de France, we don't know, but we're enjoying the moment now as they take off for the center of Rome.